pick. Okay, I would like to pick. I didn't order that in my salad.
Oh shit.
No.
Yeah.
You wanna fill in on that?
So, a couple, and I can't remember the state, but they bought a package of salad at a Walmart with a decomposing dead mouse inside of it.
Dead bat.
Oh, a dead bat. That's right. The dead bat. That makes it even worse. But isn't guano supposed to be good for you, Doug?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm curious, how the fuck was there just a bat?
It was
like
probably in the place where it was packaged and it died.
It was
in the bag.
This should have gone under that's where it happens because it's Florida.
Is it Florida? I like where that's where it happens this week.
Yeah. But Florida,
Florida
is where, so we have a segment usually every week called That's Where It Happens, and it's almost always fucking Florida, where something weird happens.
They've got a crazy run going.
But yeah, the dead bat was found in Florida.
That's terrifying.
It was a Mexican free-tailed bat, in case you were wondering. You bat enthusiasts out there.
So I want to tell a story real quick about my time working at Sam's Club.
You probably shouldn't name it, but...
Oh, that Wham's Club.
A lot of George
Allegedly.
Michael.
Yeah, a lot of George Michael. But I worked in the produce section, and one day we had a package of spinach returned to us, one of the big ones, and it had a dead mouse inside, like in the middle of it. And like they like had just opened it, saw it, and brought it back and freaked out on us. And it was like, they send us so many of those boxes of that stuff that we never really check through it. It's like you check dates, you put it out to sell. You don't get a chance to look at everything, and you really need to with that shit.
Well, the Walmart Corporation, the in general, is known for being, real shady with their providers. I mean, they like in this particular case, the salad was only at Walmart's. This particular line.
It was great value.
And it wasn't great value,
it was
but
okay
they
value?
have tons of different lines that they have direct contracts with that they say you can't distribute to anybody else. We have if we're going to buy from you, we're going to be the only ones buying and selling from you. So yeah, that's part of that. And they force companies like that to be real cheap and cut corners. But they, at the same time, they've got their balls in a vice grip. And it's true. And I remember reading a few stories a while back about I think it was Indonesia, the coffee market there. They have a whole bunch of Walmart brand coffee that is produced there. And they make these fucking employees wear diapers constantly and shit themselves. They won't let them have any breaks whatsoever. And it's fucked up because they still make them wear, Walmart gear that's got the Walmart logo on it.
Do the diapers have the Walmart logo on it? Just on the back of it? Like a sticker?
Maybe.
Because you need to know where you
property
get it.
of Walmart.
Yep. Yeah. That just sounds like a regular Walmart.
One of Hillary Clinton's favorite things right there.
We have to get that tattooed on you.
Oh,
Property
God.
of Walmart.
Well, Walmart's messed up. So here's the thing about Walmart. Let me see. Anyways, Walmart is an interesting company. Have you ever heard of people of Walmart.com?
Yes.
So every month they give away several different Walmart gift cards, right? I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Walmart gift cards on there, and they're in different increments. And then they have big contests where they'll give huge Walmart gift cards away. Now, don't you think that's a little weird? This site's pretty well known, and they exploit people. It's funny. But they do exploit people that are there shopping. And I'm pretty sure if Walmart didn't have their hand in it, they wouldn't allow for it. But
absolutely.
somebody's giving those gift cards out. It's fucking. They're crazy like that. They're like Disney. They'll get their money anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the people at Walmart thing? You like it? You find it funny?
I shouldn't, but I do.
I do too. I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's one of those where you're not supposed to think it's funny.
Right.
You feel better about yourself.
I
It
think
just it makes you feel good.
Yeah. I don't know. They have their hands in all sorts of shit.
They really do.
You'd be amazed at what their hands are in. Not conspiracy
I
theory
wouldn't.
either.
Like for reals.
There we go.
For Rizzles?
Pop back in. I don't know. They're kind of an evil entity. They didn't used to be. When they were founded, Sam Walton had a totally different image for what he wanted. He wanted it to be all American and well-paid jobs, full benefits. He wanted to take care of it, not send everything overseas. He wanted everything manufactured here. And then he passed away, and then Billary took hold and became the head CFO, the financial operations manager of the Walmart Corporation. And yeah, turned it into the conglomerate it is now. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's a little fact about the Billary.
I did not.
I was not aware of that. No.
Scary.
I hope the person who bought that salad was like that night. They're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat McDonald's because that's
Yeah,
bad
it's not
for me."
healthy. Yeah.
So they
Right.
went and got a salad, and there was a dead bat in it.
Yeah.
Do you think they found the whole bat, or they found like a wing, and then another
Maybe
wing?
Ozzy Osbourne did and ate part of it first.
Oh, that's terrible.
Have you ever found anything weird in your food or products before?
Let me think. You know, I don't think so. It's a little weird, but I once threw some hot glass trash that I was working with into my trash bucket, and something started screaming inside of there, and it was a frickin' bat. And
What?
it was, I don't know what it was doing in my bucket. There was 100 better places in the garage for it to be, but maybe it was in there drinking water out of it or something. But yeah, I ended up searing its wings, so it was kind of disabled, and yeah, it was kind of crazy. But
Damn.
not in my food though. I've never.
Wow.
I really can't think of anything. I've had some weird stuff in my weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
What's the weirdest thing you found in your weed?
God, one time I remember we cracked open a healthy amount of of marijuana, and there was a crystallized like June bug in there. I mean, this
Whoa.
thing was big, and it was. I mean, just like the pot was, it was just white and crystallized, and
Wow.
it had just embedded in the process, and crazy stuff, man. I don't know what to say, but we actually paid a kid to smoke it.
Oh, nice. Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
When
I don't want to ask who.
Yeah.
Did it get him high?
You know, I think it just made some like nasty cracking and gross noises, and like a few like lighter hits in, we were like, stop. It was no
That's
good, but
awful.
I'll tell you who later tonight.
we won't name names.
Yeah.
I found a baby shoe.
Whoa.
A baby shoe.
Yeah, when we lived in Texas, you'd get bricks, of Mexican swag. And I mean bricks. And we'd crack one open and find random shit in them. Like one time we found a fucking baby shoe, one time we found a Coke bottle.
Jesus.
Yeah, seriously.
Was it full or empty?
It was empty.
Oh,
Yeah. I was disappointed.
that would be the treat.
Well, it had weed in it too. Like it had like some of the weed when it was compressing had fallen down into it, and
That's
it's like,
crazy.
son of a bitch.
Crazy stuff you find in there.
You wonder what happened to the rest of the baby?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
a little bit.
Because they're using compressors for all that shit, compactors. They're compacting those fucking bricks, and
There wasn't red hairs on that one, was
no,
there?
I don't think so. Maybe.
What if the baby was working the compressor and he lost his shoe? Start him young.
That could be.
Because
Or-
they said weed's a gateway drug. It's a gateway into other working opportunities. That's the little kids that go into the meth labs and coke dens and shit. That's how they start.
It's true. I heard that.
I bet that
You gotta start young.
that baby whose shoe you found had a very lucrative life.
He didn't learn to keep his mouth shut though.
Always losing shit.
I could see it. They in the cartels, they had that fucking like 12 or 13-year-old kid who was arrested that was like one of the head assassins.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, he
Scary stuff.
beheaded a bunch of people and crazy. Have you ever found anything weird in your food?
I haven't.
No?
No. I've had a bat land on me once, and that's about as weird as it
That's
got.
fucking cool.
Just keeps coming back to a bad
Yeah.
story.
That's where it goes. The bat story.
Was it maybe it was the same bat?
It's
Oh, I hope not. He was sweet. He felt like velvet.
I've heard of people having pet bats, and there's those giant what do they call them? Flying foxes almost. They're huge bats, huge.
Huge.
And like a couple up in Washington has one that like knows them real well, will hang out with them and shit. But this is like a dog-sized fucking bat. That's weird.
that is that's
I don't know
scary.
if I trust that shit. We're trained to think bats will, give you rabies or, I don't know, turn you into
Vampires.
Robert Pattinson.
I like to treat bats like Ace Ventura does. I don't like to touch them. No, but if they're there, I'll help a tribe. I haven't had it happen yet, but I would. Not yet.
Crazy. I don't know. It's weird. I've never found anything weird in my food.
So
though.
the weirdest thing I've ever found in a can of soup I had, there was a Batman shoe. One of Batman's shoes was in my soup.
I think you're making this up.
I think I am too. It just always comes back to bats, man. Do you think Batman would have egged that salad if he found it?
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I think
Bats are
Ozzy
good
would have
for you.
ate that salad.
He can't anymore.
Ozzy
Bats are too
ate the
crunchy.
Yeah.
He's got to mush it up.
So the moral of the story is you always have to check your salad for bats.
That's why you should always toss your salad, folks.
That's the thing is there's certain things like peanut butter. Like fucking peanut butter has a set allowance of like a certain amount of like bat material. Or not bat material. Fuck, I said bat material. Mouse material that it can have in it.
It's the same thing.
Like crunched mice in there.
Is that why it's extra crunchy?
I fucking love peanut butter, man.
I do too.
I also love peanut butter.
Me too. But yeah, it's fucked up. Like,
Well, chocolate's allowed to have a certain amount of crickets in it because.
well, of course. Is that a racist comment?
Yeah, totally.
I don't appreciate that.
was.
I don't think you can mass produce any food without getting a certain amount of something.
Yeah.
I'd almost be less worried about I'd be more worried about what's the people.
Yeah, like do they wash
Hair,
their hands?
fingernails. I mean,
Band-Aids.
I've heard some fucked up stories from friends that worked in fast food of things
Yeah.
they've seen or
Oh,
even
yeah.
done, and I've just been like, oh my god,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I'm never eating KFC again, or
I've seen some awful shit.
yeah, it's exactly. So I'd be less worried about insects and stuff, and more worried about the guy spitting into the spinach because he's pissed off that he's working a 16-hour shift or something, you know.
Do you remember? It
No.
must have been like 10, maybe 12 years ago. A guy got in trouble in Colorado for ejaculating into a cop's taco at Taco Bell.
No.
Up in like Estes or something. It was. I know. I thought it was the funniest thing, and for some reason, it just reminded me of that.
If I were a cop, I would never.
Go to fast food places.
Not in my uniform.
Yeah.
No.
It's Super Troopers every time.
Yep.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I'm weary of those motherfuckers as it is.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, man, that guy must have jacked off really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, the order came in, he had the taco, he had to do the job, seal it back up. That's a quick,
Yeah.
And it was at Taco Bell.
I
You
think
know?
so.
So yeah, they'll have a little timer making sure that it gets delivered within like a minute or so.
he was ready to go.
Yeah.
Johnny on the spot.
Damn.
Just something about tacos get you excited.
Maybe he did it beforehand.
That's what I'm thinking.
And
and
just
put
add
it
it.
in a portion cup or something.
He gets a cop at least once a day, so he
Yeah.
just.
He's been waiting. He's been waiting.
He's just keeping them in the freezer.
Oh Jesus!
It's the pico de gallo.
How did the cop find out?
I don't even know.
This is really salty.
Yeah, what's, what?
I didn't order sour cream.
I think it was either somebody turned him in or the cop bit into it and was like, "Hey, this tastes like cum." Because a good cop knows what cum tastes like.
I bet.
Hashtag a good cop knows what cum tastes like. Kill Grissom here. That's fucking great. I've never had anything happen with my food that I know of. I've seen like people pick their nose and touch my food, and I've refused to eat it or eat it cheaper. No, I'm just joking. No,
For
but
free.
I've had a few incidents now where I have been banned from fast food restaurants.
That's why you
I
can't take
have.
your pants
I'm,
off.
I'm technically not allowed at the Taco Bell on Elizabeth.
Why?
I was with my ex. She was not my ex at the time, but she had ordered some sides of nachos where they give you the hot cheese in the cup. They didn't give us one, and so she sat there at the window, waited for him, and the guy opened the window. "What do you want?" "Well, you didn't give me one of my sides of nachos." "Well, just a sec." And he yells back to the manager, "Can we get a side of nachos? These people didn't fucking order it, but let's get it so they can get out of the way." And she like kind of looked and she's like, "I'll fucking pay for it, but I have a receipt right here that says I fucking already paid for it." And he threw the cup at her. He threw the cup of nacho cheese and it
Oh, wow.
fucking hit the side of her car and exploded everywhere. And I jumped out of that fucking car so fast, and he locked the fucking window, and I went in there swinging the food and fucking threw it across the lobby and jumped over the counter and got into it with this guy. And he got fired. I beat his ass, but it was so weird. I turned around across the counter, and there was a kid's birthday party going on in the fucking lobby. And so I was asked to never come back.
I would have done the exact same
They
thing.
wouldn't press charges on me. I'm like, you lucky I didn't fucking press charges on him. That's assault. Like, that was fucking assault. That's hot cheese.
That's
That
cheesy
shit's
assault.
hot.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's
Worse than the
why.
glitter bomb.
Every time I've been 86th from a place, it was because of
You throwing shit.
throwing shit, or like not throwing necessarily. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Just being mad for consumer rights, I guess.
Just like the electronics store.
What? Oh, the Best Buy.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it, but
I'll say it. Fuck
yeah.
it.
Fuck Best Buy.
I'm not allowed there either. And none of it's ever been for stealing. I mean, that's what's funny is it's all been because they fucked me in one way or another, and I was pissed.
Principle.
And, yeah. I'm not that kind of guy.
Proud of you, Doug.
Thank you. Thank you. They don't give a fuck. I still go in there and buy shit. So I've never been turned around other than the Gap incident. So
The Gap incident.
okay, when we were in high school, we were real angsty, and at that time, like Gap and Limited 2 and all these like kids companies had thongs that were for 5-year-olds, like young kids, little fucking ass cutting thongs, and shirts that said like sexy on it that were on fire. And so we staged a little mini protest out there called that where we had pickets that said "Stop Corporate Pedophilia," like all sorts of shit. And I was banned from there for 90 days. Only 90.
So they banned you for not wanting to see a child in a thong.
Yeah, for thinking they shouldn't sell thongs to 5-year-olds.
That's America.
America.
So wait, you're saying those were for children?
Yeah.
I have a closet full of those. I mean, what?
Hmm.
What? Cheap underpants, man.
I feel like you didn't purchase them.
No, I stole.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not allowed in the Gap.
Yeah, you're not allowed anywhere near kids.
Justice.
Yeah, I mean, we had to get a clearance because we're so close to 2 schools to have you here.
I know you have to Hannibal Lecter man in the van. I'm all like tied up. I got the mask on.
He had an incident where he was charged with stalking Hannah Montana. not Miley.
Just Hannah.
Hannah Montana. And it got weird.
I sent her
Got
my
weird.
hair
Yeah.
and a card that says "I see you."
He re-recorded an entire Billy Ray Cyrus album with him singing it, got a band to play it in it and everything.
spent
Did the
so much
whole
money.
album. Retook the pictures that were in the CD inlay.
I had to wear a
And-
sweet ass mullet.
Yeah, he had a badass mullet.
It was cool.
He grew it, and it was beautiful, and he sent it to her.
And
And then
apparently she
burned
didn't like it.
the masters.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts?
I heard she's moving to Greeley.
I don't think that's true.
Right? I kind of hope it is. Because I've already planned it out. I mean, allegedly. I'm not going to kidnap her.
You better hope she doesn't fucking get kidnapped,
I
dude.
know.
She's probably
Like-
into that.
It's going to.
It's kind of crazy.
You see what I'm saying? He knows. We listen to Miley Cyrus.
You need a hug.
Sometimes.
And come in like a wrecking ball.
Yep.
Any thoughts on this whole fiasco? Sorry, we got off topic.
So
we tend to.
Which fiasco
Yeah,
are
are
we
we
on?
on the
Thought-
Miley Cyrus one?
Yeah, about his Miley.
Well, it doesn't impress a girl when you start acting like her dad and copying him.
Yeah, but
that's like.
his-
I
wrong.
think there's a
mean,
lot of guys right
See,
now that can tell you
he-
that's bullshit.
Yeah, and see, here's his
Oh, yeah, I
rationale.
guess daddy complex or something.
Well, no, his rationale was they're from Nashville.
Okay.
So there's got to be some love there.
But there's some
Yeah.
good-looking like country singers. You don't be her dad.
But her dad is like her hero.
Mm.
And she's already talked about how weirdly she loves her dad.
Yeah, I mean, what else would she do to concerts?
Hand me that jar. I don't
Right.
It weirds me out.
I don't know. Miley, if you get my mail,
Mine is crazy.
message me back.
I'm just glad he started to stock something real
Yeah.
because he was after Dora the Explorer for a while, and
I didn't know she wasn't real.
Yes,
I thought she was a real person.
he didn't. He had to find out the hard way. Trying to cross the border.
Well, I just wanted to hang out with Boots, man.
That's not true.
What about a
You
backpack?
wanted to
Your
steal
journey, your journal said you were gonna off Boots.
And steal his boots
and steal her backpack.
and put drugs in it.
You need help.
Thank you.
I would be your Diego Dora.
Just make her teach you Spanish at gunpoint.
That was a bad joke.